Hey, Mr. Tony back again. So I wanted to go over sources, resources, materials, and everything else. When I last left you, we were talking about renewable sources of energy, natural resources of energy. One more time, a natural resource is something that you find in nature. We find solar energy, we find wind energy, we find water energy. Now, water energy sometimes is, as I said before, confusing because what happens is those waves come in, and if we build turbines to catch those waves, we can actually get energy from that. Non-renewable power sources are coal, oil, natural gas. These are things that have time limits. We can keep digging and digging and digging, but eventually we're going to deplete that. So that's going to be a problem. Water, as I said, unless you build a desalination plant, water is limited. We can't drink salt water. We can't drink water that has a bunch of bacteria in it. It has to be cleaned and purified before we touch it. So it's important to know the difference of what is important. Material, sand. Sand is what creates glass, okay? You may all think, hey, we have plenty of sand. That's not exactly true. We have limited sand. As a matter of fact, some parts of beaches in the United States and in other countries actually buy sand so that they can keep their beaches beautiful so that the tourism stays great. So you need to know the differences between those. The materials that we use, cotton, glass, are they reusable? Can we constantly reuse a shirt? It gets thin, it begins to disappear. What about glass? Well, glass doesn't get thin, but it does break. So those are other things. Now, we're also going to talk about energy. What is energy? Well, energy is anything that can be created, can make movement, can do, okay? But in your books it goes potential energy. Here we have potential energy. You guys are looking at me like, Mr. Tony, you're stupid. Well, you're wrong. Because Nora knows I'm right. Right, Bilal? Nora knows I'm right? Good job. This is potential energy. Now, why is it potential? It means it has the ability to be kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is actually energy that's being used. That was potential energy that changed into kinetic energy. We had this beautiful little blue cup container, whatever you want to call it, and it wasn't doing anything. But it had the possibility of becoming kinetic. Kinetic movement. You guys understand this? Hope so, because I think this is almost dead. But this is the differences between potential and kinetic energy. So a car not doing anything is potential energy. Kinetic energy is when the car is in motion. So that's what we're doing today. We're talking about the differences between kinetic and potential. And I would like you guys to tell me, also looking at that worksheet, because I know I'm going to put it up there, what potential and kinetic energy are. Give me some of your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. Give me an example. All right, thanks, grade 6.